Hey everybody! Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is Patty Bennett. We have some fun crafting to do today. I am so excited that you have joined me live. As you are jumping on live, please say hi so that I know that I'm not alone today. I know it seems like it's been a little while since we've been together just because of Thanksgiving and everything. So, hey Shan, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Just making sure I'm in the right spot. Just one second here. Yes. Okay. Yay. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Tanya, Jeanette, Denise, Ann, Donna. Hi. Welcome, everyone. I am so glad that you're here. We have fun things to do today, and I feel like it's just been forever. So we just kind of need to catch up and do some fun things. Hi, Stella from Texas. How are you all? I am so glad that you are here. Oh, sunny Colorado, says Mary. Yeah, yesterday, I know Tammy's on here. We went out to lunch and did some shopping, and it was like mid 70s and beautiful and sunny and warm. And today it's all foggy and cold. We live like right on the coast of the San Francisco Bay. So we often get fog, and I hear the fog horns all the time outside. But yeah, so anyway, welcome everyone. So glad that you're here. I'm just checking the clock because I wanted to make sure that we were at the top of the hour. Oh my goodness, from the Netherlands. Hello. Hello, hello. Anne is asking for closed captioning. That's nothing I can do on my end during the live, but you can watch the replay with that as or on YouTube tomorrow with closed captioning. All right, so let me show you some fun things that we have on the docket for today. And you know what? First of all, I should apologize. Last week was the Friday of Thanksgiving weekend, and we were away. We were visiting my husband's family for Thanksgiving. And I have an alarm on my phone. In the morning, I have 2 alarms to remind me to pin to Pinterest. And then I have alarms for all of my lives that I do throughout the week. And I was out with my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and niece. We were shopping at this really cool store. And my alarm goes off to do my weekly live on Friday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot because, you know, I was in Thanksgiving mode, family mode, turkey mode. I was like, oopsie. Well, I'm guessing that everybody else was probably really busy as well. And luckily, I didn't have any of you like, where are you? What's wrong? Where are you? So I think all was well, but that's why I wasn't live last week. And then the week before we were in Reno. So I did a live from Reno. And I think, was it the week before that was the Stampin' Up online convention. So it's just been crazy as far as getting together on Fridays. But anyway, if you are joining me live, I am so glad that you're here. Welcome. Welcome back. If you're joining the weekly lives that you have been joining, welcome if you're new. So I blog at pattystamps.com, and tomorrow, December 4th, I will have these projects that I'm showing you today on my blog. So if you would like the details, the photos that you can pin on Pinterest, if you need to print something out, everything will be on there tomorrow, as well as this replay. And all of the replays also go on to YouTube. So you cannot, sorry, I was looking at a comment. You can find the replay on my blog or on YouTube or here if you need to rewatch it. So thank you, Julie, for helping out with that. Please let Anne know that she can watch the replay with closed captioning or on my YouTube channel later today with closed captioning. It's not something that I can add to the live. So thank you very much for helping. So let me show you these fun projects that we're going to look at today. So first of all, my favorite. Check this out. Is this so cute? I love this. So we're going to be talking about this adorable project with the Penguin Place bundle. How cute is this? Dollar store find, people. Okay, Dollar Tree. I also did this one. This is from the Dollar Tree, Merry and Bright. Isn't that cute? I'm going to show you how I did these. I think these are adorable. And then, so let me show you. This is like the most roundabout way to get to these projects. So let me show you like how this came about. So in the morning when I walk in our neighborhood, there are lots of pine trees, and I kept seeing these gorgeous pine cones, and I thought I want to do a project with pine cones. I usually decorate in our house, like on the mantle, and do some little decorations at Christmas. So I had these pine cones. I had a big bowl of them, and I had posted a picture of me holding some of the pine cones, and everybody was commenting and saying, oh my gosh, they're huge. I'm like, really? These are like some of the smaller ones that I find on my walk. And so I thought, well, maybe they're just like a different type of pine tree or something than some people have. I don't know. But anyway, so I picked up some pine cones on a couple of my walks and I brought them back. And what I wanted to do was to have a bowl of them decorated with the Gold Gilded Stampin' Up Gold Leafing, the Gilded Leafing. Now, if you haven't used this before, you're going to see me use it today, and I'll show you. So cute. So that was my goal. And I thought, I know I had this red bowl, that one right there. We actually use it for popcorn. But I really wanted something like a little more natural, like, hang on, there's a question. Oh, Liz is asking about the penguin paper. That was a celebration item, so those are limited. So we do not have that anymore. I'm sorry, but you can make your own paper. You can stamp the penguins and make your own paper if you want to. I'm going to talk about the penguins, when we get back to that project. And let's see, Tracy was saying in England, hers pine cones are half that size. Okay, so I think, you know what I'm guessing is that pine trees have different sizes of pine cones. That's my guess. And this is actually a smaller one for the trees that we have in our neighborhood. But anyway, so I wanted to find like a bowl or a basket or something that was a little more natural looking, like wood or wicker or woven or something like that. And I could use that red bowl. I mean, that would be fine, but it just was a little more like commercial looking than what I had in mind for my pine cones. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I thought, oh, for sure I'll find just like, inexpensive basket, some kind of a thing. Couldn't find a thing. But what I did find in the Dollar Tree were these cute wooden, it's called DIY wood sign. I didn't know that's going to be backwards, but that's what the tag looked like at Dollar Tree. There was all sorts of cute little wooden projects. And the first one that I saw was this Merry and Bright. So it comes this color. Now I know that's going to be right side to you because my phone flips the lives. So you can see that, right? It's just like wood. Okay, but for me, here's the correct side, and I know it's backwards for you, but I thought rather than buy the paint that they had there, it's like, what if I use the blending brush and the ink pads? And I thought, for $1, I'm just going to buy this and I'm going to try it. Oh my gosh, it worked like a charm. So I'm going to show you this of how easy it is to do this. So after I made this one, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to go back and get those other ones. So that's why Tammy and I were out yesterday. We had lunch and then we went to the Dollar Tree and we got this cute snowman, which I obviously still need to color because I didn't get that done yet. I got the cutest red truck. Like, isn't that adorable? Well, it wasn't red. I mean, it's this color, right, when you buy it. So I used real red with my blending brush to color it. Super easy. I stamped with the Penguin Place bundle. I just showed you those a minute or so ago. I stamped a bunch of penguins, punched them out, and then look, one of them is driving, one of them is behind the tree, and one of them is over here. And they're bringing the tree and the gifts to, you know, whoever, I don't know. They're going to somebody's house. Isn't that cute? I put sequins on the tree. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love. This was so easy and quick. Just the blending brush, the red ink pad, and just swirling the ink on there, and then green ink on the tree. And I used actually a sponge dauber to do the wheel because I didn't want to get black like up there. I didn't want to be too wild with it. And then can you see the little silver? That's just, I think, a 3/4 inch diameter circle with the silver foil paper, and then the little black, what are they called? Matte black dots in the center of the wheels. So that was that. I mean, super, super quick, super easy. And just a little tip, I glued a piece of just cardstock to the back of the penguin so that it would have a little area to attach onto the wood, especially this one, because see, he's sort of like sitting up there and he wouldn't have had anywhere to attach. So that was just an easy way to attach. And if you saw my blog post today, pattystamps.com, do you see back here, there we go, on the back of the little knit hat, I gave a tip of how to, when you fussy cut out the hat, leave a little extra so that from the front, that little extra cardstock is down the back side and it gives you a spot to attach the hat. So easy. But otherwise, it's a little hard to attach the hat. So that was my tip. That's on pattystamps.com today. So that's my truck. And I told Tammy, I seriously want to go back and buy all of them because wouldn't that be cute to have trucks in all colors? Yes. So cute. So anyway, that was my second project. This was the first one, the Merry and Bright. And also, I wanted to show you, can you see the little white speckles? So I used white craft ink and I just splattered the white on there. And then I added some rhinestones just to make it kind of sparkly. And this is cute. And I am going to hang this on the inside of my front door. I don't think this really would last well outdoors. This is more of an indoor decoration. So this is going on the inside of my front door so that we can enjoy that. This I think will go on my mantle. And then I'm not sure, haven't decided yet where Mr. Snowman will go, but he will go somewhere. So I just wanted to show you, here's the last one. It says, Let It Snow. And I used the Stampin' Up embossing paste and I like tapped it on so that, can you see that it's kind of, it's rough, like this feels like sandpaper almost. So I tapped it so that it would have little points, little, I don't know, whatever you call that. So it's sticking up, it's rough. And then I used my blending brush and ink to start coloring it. And I'm going to do this one and I'm going to show you how easy it is. And I'm not going to fuss with tipping the camera down and stuff. I am just going to get some, I'm going to use Pool Party. So Pool Party Stampin' Up ink and the blending brush. And you just swirl. So you want to get ink on your blending brush. Okay, so now I've got blue ink. And then I'm just going to hold this up and show you how easy this is. So then you just swirl. And this is a light color, so that's going to be hard for you to see, but it's going on there. You can trust me. And then you just swirl the ink onto the wood. And I probably should have chosen a darker color because you're probably like, well, I can't even see that. So let me just get more ink and let me see if it'll get darker for you. So yeah, you can see that, right? Super easy. That's all you do. And no, it did not ruin the brush or anything. And it's just quick. And with a darker color, like, trust me, that I should have thought of this. It just colors in super quick. I wanted the 3 words to be 3 shades of blue. So that's why this one is going to be lighter. And then when you get to where the words join, I just used a Post-it note like that so that it wouldn't overlap. And that way I could get one word in one color and another word in another color. So that's how I did it. I know what we can do. Hang on. I hadn't done these yet. Look, a 3-pack of, I'll do it this way and you can read it. Merry Christmas. So let's do that in red, and then you'll really be able to see how easy this is. So I'm just going to put it on this clipboard just so you can see what I'm doing. Normally, of course, I would have this on my desk. I wouldn't. Oh, let's do cherry cobbler. That would be pretty. I wouldn't do it up in the air on a clipboard. I'm just doing it so that you can see it. So this one is cherry cobbler. And can you see, so you can see right there, I have my holder from Stampin' Storage with my blending brushes. And somebody always asks, so I'll just say it now before I forget. I have 25, so that holder holds 25. And what I have is like one for dark red. So I would also use this one, say, for Mary Merlot. And then I have one for lighter reds, like this one is Poppy Parade. So you can see the difference, right? Yeah. Then I have one for lighter greens. In fact, I've got it right here. Lighter greens and darker greens. So this one, it might be hard to see, but this is shaded spruce or darker greens. And this is like granny apple green. I have one for yellows. I have one for oranges, one for light purples, dark purples. If you want to have 50 brushes, totally fine. Knock yourself out. I would not recommend, though, only having a couple and washing them. 2 problems with that. If you wash it, you need to let it dry before you use it again. And so for me, I'm always like lots of colors out at the same time. The other thing is, the more you use a brush, the more ink that gets in there, the better they work. So really you want to build up that ink. You don't want to be cleaning this. So that's why for me, 25 works really well. And so that's what I have. And Stampin' Storage, I can put the link in this video description when we're done, if you need the link for that to purchase that. So I've got cherry cobbler. And so look how fast that goes on there. So look at that. Super easy, super fast, does not ruin your brushes, and it's just way faster than paint. So wanted to show you that because truly these are super easy to do. And I thought, oh my gosh, it just dries so fast and really easy. One more tip I wanted to give you. You can see here where this is curved and this is curved. So I just wanted to show you, I saved this so that you could see it. So I punched, that looks funny. I punched a hole out of my Post-it note and then I stuck it, well, a partial hole. I stuck it on there to use my blending brush so that when I pulled it away, I had that nice curve. And then when I wanted to do the green, I used the circle that was punched out of there, covered up the red, and then I could do the green. So just, I wanted to give you that tip so that if you were trying to do it curved like that, you would know what I did. So that's that. And let's see, I think we went through all the tips on this. If you haven't seen the punch, this is so cute. The penguin punch is back in stock. It was out of stock for like, what? Help me out, people. 3 months, 2 months, for like forever. But it's back in stock. And so you can now get it and it matches the stamp set. So you can stamp your penguins, you can punch them out, and you can see I have stamped hats and scarves that come in the set. So you can fussy cut those and add those. So I'll just show you. Isn't that so cute? It's like penguin paper dolls. I love this. I think it's so cute. So I'll probably race Tammy down to the Dollar Tree after this is done to buy the rest of these. Tammy has craft fairs coming up. And if you do craft fairs, wouldn't this be a great project? Because it cost you barely over $1 to make. Maybe $2 at the most, right? And I bet you could sell these easily for $10 or more. I mean, depending on your area. But anyway, so that is the fun dollar store finds that derailed me from looking for my pine cone bowl. And so here's my finished bowl. This was from a different dollar store. It's the 99-cent and up store, and I think it was $3.99. Was that right, Tammy? Beautiful wire bowl, and that's what I ended up putting these in. And I want to show you how I did the gold gilded leafing on my pine cones. And I did add Stampin' Up! Ribbon that has the red and the gold just to kind of pick up this whole theme. But gosh, this barely cost anything because I just cut apart a big sprig of these berries and didn't even use the whole thing, and the dollar store bowl, and then the free pine cones and the gilded leafing. So this is a very inexpensive way to decorate for Christmas. And I learned a new word. Well, I mean, it's not like a new word, but a new way to use this word. So remember I told you at the beginning that last week at Thanksgiving, I was with my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and niece, and we were out shopping when I was supposed to be doing my live. And my sister-in-law, she and my mother-in-law are amazing decorators. Their homes are like right out of magazines. Mine, not so much. Mine's very lived in. But she was buying some cute little like shells, sea themed, ocean themed things, and she wanted to put them in a bowl. And I was like, oh, this is a pretty bowl, this is a pretty bowl. And she says, I think I already have a vessel that they'll go in. I'm like, vessel? Well, okay then. I was just laughing like all weekend. A vessel. So this is my pine cone vessel. I thought it was so cute. I mean, it's true. Not that it's a new word, but you know what I mean, right? It's fancy. So here's the pine cone straight out of the outdoors on my walk. And I wanted to show you what I did to put the gold leafing on. Also going to give you a couple of don'ts. Okay. Oh, and hang on, because don't go. I just looked over here. I have a sneak peek from the brand new 2022 catalog that I'm going to show you, and I need you to vote on something. So don't go away, because I still have something I want to show you. Okay. So the Stampin' Up! Gold Gilded Leafing. First of all, if you haven't used this, don't buy more than one. You don't need more than one. This stuff lasts a lifetime and it keeps expanding. So I have made tons of projects and all those pine cones, and look how full this still is. Like, it just keeps expanding. I have a feeling when they put this in there, they smash it down and they keep adding. So you don't need to buy more than one of these. I mean, unless you're making like 5,000 projects, but yeah, this stuff lasts forever. So let me show you what I did. So I have just a little plastic bucket here. And so what I'm doing is I'm just shaking a little bit in there. Okay. And you don't need much. You can always add more. So see, I just have a little bit in there. I'm going to put this lid back on, because were I to sneeze, it's like glitter, right? Could go everywhere. Okay. So my first don't for you, my first tip is get a cheap container. I was not thinking, and this, well, I mean, not that this is super expensive, but it's like $2 or $3 at the container store. And I'll show you, because it's going to get glue in there. And this is pretty much always ever going to be for my gilded leafing. Like this, I can't ever use this for anything else because there's glue stuck in there now, and I'll show you what I mean. But my first tip is just get something really cheap. Like if you want to repurpose a Cool Whip container, or I know at the dollar store, they have like 4 containers for $1. I would suggest getting something like that. Or, you know what I use a lot too is if I make a frozen meal and then you have like this nice little bowl, use that for something like this. Okay, just saying. That's tip number 1. Okay, so we are going to use the multi-purpose Tombow glue. You can use either end. I'm just going to use the pointed end. And I am going to just haphazardly, and I'm look how haphazardly put glue, and I'll show you close up. Okay, do you see that? Super haphazardly. You don't want this to be super even because then they'll look like super store-bought or something. They'll look more commercial. I wanted it to be really kind of just random with the gold leafing. Now, ideally, after you do this, and I did half and then I turned it around and I did the other half, you would want to let this dry like 20-30 minutes, and it won't dry totally, maybe 15 minutes, but you want it to be sort of dry and a little bit tacky. So in a perfect world, I would have done half of this before we started, but I didn't think of that in time. So we just have wet glue. But then what you do, and here's where the dollar store comes in handy, you just want to get a cheap dollar store brush. Okay, usually you can get, what, 3 for $1 or something. And you're going to dip it. Let me see. I kind of need an extra hand, but I think we can do this. You're just going to dip it into those gold flakes. So see, I have the gold flakes there on the brush, and you just tap it, and the gold flakes are going to stick to the glue. So I'm just going to pick up some more, and I'm just tapping it on there. So why I said that this little container kind of gets ruined is that as you are tapping it on there and you're getting glue on here and you're putting your brush back in, can you see in there? Like this stuff is glued to the bottom now. And that was from yesterday. That's not what I just put in there, but that was from yesterday. And I didn't really realize that was going to happen. But I mean, it's fine. It's not like this was some $10 thing. It was like $1.59. But still, I'm just saying it is going to like ruin, right? So there we go. Do you see? So we have some gold on there, and it's kind of like fluffy and sticking out. So what you do is you let that completely dry. Now in your area, that might be an hour. That might be a day. I think it depends on humidity, heat. Like, do you have the heater on? Is it summer? Is it winter? Whatever. And when it's completely dry, you take some kind of, any kind of like some fluffy-ish brush. This is just an old makeup brush that I don't use anymore. And that's what I used. And I'm not going to do it on here because this is wet, but I'll show you. Let me just take this one out. So when it's all dry, then you just go like this and you just brush off all of those extra little flakes that are sticking out. And then you just have all this beautiful gilded leafing that is stuck kind of haphazardly on your pine cone. Isn't it pretty? Oh my gosh. I am just so loving it. So then, like I said, I just filled a bowl. I think there's 4 in here, but depending on the size of your pine cone and your bowl, right, you might need bigger or smaller or whatever. And then I just stuck those little berries in there, and that's just was one sprig that was a couple of dollars at Hobby Lobby, and I cut it up and stuck it in there, added the Stampin' Up ribbon, and there we go. I just love this, but I just thought it was so hysterical how I went from I need a vessel for my pine cones to I'm making a penguin red truck. Like my day was all over the place yesterday. Marianne, the pine cones are from my walk. Yeah, I've been posting those on my Facebook, and people were like, oh my gosh, they're huge. So yeah, they're just from my walk, from my neighborhood. But you can buy bags of pine cones at craft stores if you need pine cones, if you don't have them in your area. So the ribbon on the pine cone vessel is called Cherry Cobbler and Gold, and it's this one. So it has the really pretty gold shimmer to it and gold edges. So that was that one. And then this gingham ribbon, which is finally back in stock, I believe, is what I used to hang up the Merry and Bright, like that. And I will probably use a blue or a white on the Let It Snow. I know. I love that ribbon too. Exactly. So those were my projects that I wanted to share with you today. I just read Tammy's comment. She said, how many Dollar Trees can we hit up this weekend? So the one in Pleasant Hill is near Rubio's. So I'm already thinking of that because I have to plan it around food. Tammy knows me well. So I'm thinking about that. And they might even have different ones. Who knows? I mean, they are just so easy. So if you're joining me late, let me know if you need me to re-demonstrate this before we go to our sneak peek, because I know I saw a bunch of people jump in partway through. But if you have questions on these, let me know before we go on to our sneak peek in the 2022 catalog. Thank you, Danielle. Thanks, everybody. I'm so glad you liked these. I know it's kind of weird, like this and then pine cones, but that was my story. That's how that evolved, right? Let's see. Oh, okay. Mary Ellen says Joanne Fabrics has pine cones. Awesome. Yes. Yes, please, pine cones. I'm not sure what did you? I was asking if you needed me to demonstrate these that I did before the pine cones. If you missed this, I can talk about that a little bit. What did you use the Merry? Oh, so I just opened that on camera, the Merry Christmas banner. So I have not used it yet, but I am thinking that if I did a ribbon hanger that goes like up and then down like this, that it would make a cute ornament on the tree. And then I also just thought maybe if I have like a larger package and I make a bigger tag, maybe I could do that and attach it to a tag. Let's see. Okay, so I don't see any other questions. Let me just see if I missed any before we go on to our sneak peek. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so glad you're enjoying. Yes, thank you. I love the truck too. It's so cute. Okay. Oh, okay, Sue. So I was showing all these products that I got at the dollar store, and they're just wood. And I used my blending brushes and ink, and I swirled the color on them to color them. And then I added the cute little penguins to that one. So that's what I was doing. They're so quick and easy. Yes, it'll be on my blog tomorrow, Patty. Everything will be on my blog. So if you're welcome to take a screenshot, and it's also on my business Facebook page where you are watching this. It's also already there. I posted a picture of it this morning. But all of these will be on my blog tomorrow. Yeah, the truck is adorable. So cute. So cute. So, yeah, so let me talk about, oh, good idea. Yes. Who just said that? Priscilla was saying that I could put the Merry Christmas on my vessel. So when I finish coloring it, thank you so much. Yes, I could do that. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? And maybe I could add some gold gilding to the edges. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, and who just said that? Linda. So yes, these little clips, they're from like past Paper Pumpkin or other kits from Stampin' Up. And so what I have in my ribbon drawer is that I just attach the end to my roll, because my drawer, it makes me upset when all of my ribbons are like hanging out like this. I don't like that. I like them to be nice and neat. So I roll them back up and I just hold it right there. And then I just use these little clips. And if you don't have extra little clips from some Stampin' Up kit or something, you can get these on Amazon and stuff. But I just had extras from past kits. And so all of my ribbons are like that. And it just makes me happy. So let me, hang on, because I dropped the catalog. Hang on. Okay, so the 2022 catalog, I can't show you anything beyond the cover, is amazing. I placed my overnight order as a demonstrator the other day, and the order came yesterday, and everything is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you everything. So the 2022 catalog starts January 4th. Yes, I'm looking on the back just to make sure. We also have Celebration, January, February Celebration starting the same day. So awesome time to shop in the catalog, get your free products. I can't show you the inside, but we'll be going over all the products soon. But I just wanted to show you something because I need help deciding on something. So I unpacked my box and I have two things here to show you, and I need you to vote. So if you're still here, thanks for hanging on. My team, my Love to Stamp group, are the demonstrators who have signed up with me. We have about 450 people in our group, on our team across the U.S. And I do, so I guess it's 3 times a year, we do a big all-day event. And I partner with one of the demonstrators in our group for this upcoming catalog and celebration. Melanie Hawken is partnering with me. And so we divide up the responsibilities and the presentations and whatnot. And then we have an all-day event for our group. So we plan the projects based on what we see in the catalog before we can even order, because we get to see it early. And so we start brainstorming. And one thing we couldn't decide on was which of these 2 bundles we were going to use. And I think we've come up with a solution. But before I share the solution with you, I wanted to ask you if you had a favorite between these 2. So there is an adorable Ladybug bundle, and here's the Ladybug Punch. How cute, right? So adorable. There we go. That shows it better. Now, the fun thing about this Ladybug Punch is, do you see that her wings could also be used as leaves or flower petals? So this is one amazing punch that's just, it's going to be so versatile, right? So that's one option, the Ladybug. And then Hedgehog. How cute is this? Hedgehog stamp set and punch. And again, versatile, because look at the other cute images. You have the bird and that little tree, and you have the mushroom and the butterfly. So beyond just hedgehogs, you have, right? You have a lot of versatility. So I would just like to know, just, top of your head. And yes, this flower on this set does work with the daisy punch. So just kind of off the top of your head, ladybugs or hedgehogs? I'm just curious, ladybugs or hedgehogs? I know both is a good answer, but right now I'm looking for which one you just really, really love the most. I'm just curious. I already polled our group, and it was a very close vote. So I think I have a solution, but I'm curious. So I am just seeing major ladybugs going by here. 2, 3, 4 hedgehogs, but everybody else is saying ladybugs. Okay, that was my preference, is ladybugs. I really think that this set has so much potential. I love that leaf. Like, love, love, love that leaf. I love that flower to go with the daisy punch. And then, of course, the ladybugs. I mean, so cute. And they're in two different positions. You notice that, right? So this ladybug would go with the punch, and then this one is a separate ladybug. Plus, you have those cute little flowers. But, so I'm seeing a lot more ladybugs, a couple more hedgehogs. Okay, I see you. I see you voting. Thank you for voting. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. Tell me if you think this is a good idea for a solution, because these are both adorable, right? So I was thinking for our team event that we would actually do the class with the ladybug, because that was my favorite, and I'm teaching the class, so, right? But I'm going to have alternates with basically the same supplies with the hedgehogs. So if you're on my team and you're attending this all-day event in January, it's virtual, by the way, we're not getting together yet. You could substitute your hedgehog and basically make the same cards with the hedgehog, but I would demo it with the ladybug and then show some alternates with the hedgehog. Do you think that's a good solution? I think that will please everybody. And that way I'm going to tell everybody they can buy either one or both, right? They don't have to have one or the other. They can do whatever they want. Oh, good. So you're liking that idea? Awesome. Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do for our team event then. And that way people can just make both or one or the other. And I know there's going to be some people who do not like one or the other. And I think this is a good solution. But I really think most people are going to love both. And they're just going to be like, oh no, which one do I use? Yeah, Holly, I hope that you'll sign up for our event, so you will get to see all of these cute projects that we're making. Yay! So, wow, that was a lot, right? I had so many fun things to show you today. I will be showing you more from the 2022 catalog. If you're not a demonstrator and you want to get your hands on these fun products early, you can sign up this month to be a demonstrator. You can join my Love to Stamp group, and you can order this month from that catalog. And of course, then you can attend our event as well. But if you are a demonstrator, you've probably already placed your pre-order, which is exciting. And if you are a customer and want to remain a customer, perfectly fine. And you will be able to purchase starting January 4th. And my customers are always asking me, when am I going to get my catalog? How do I get my catalog? So I always send the new catalogs 3 times a year to people who regularly order with me. So if you are one of my customers, you order at least $50 in the last couple, 2, 3, 4 months, then I automatically send you a catalog. If you order like only once or twice a year and it's like $20, I just don't really consider that to be a regular customer. I don't know if you're ordering from other people who are sending you catalogs. So regular customers get free catalogs from me. If you're not a regular customer or you're new and you're just finding me, all you have to do is go to pattystamps.com. Up at the top of my blog, there is a button for requesting a catalog. So you can always request one. I don't have the 2022 catalogs up there yet because I don't have them yet. So as soon as they get here, I will add that to my request a catalog button, and you can always request one. I do send them free once. And if you decide not to order from me, then you would pay for them down the road. I just, cost me about $23, $24 a year to send out all the catalogs to everybody. And so if you're not ordering from me, then I would request that you offset that cost. But if you're ordering from me, they're free. They're my gift to you. So that's how I work it. Any questions about getting the new catalog or about the dollar store projects or my pine cone bowl? We did like random things today, right? I would be happy to answer questions before I let you go, before I dash back to the dollar store. Oh, Carol, we don't include people outside of our group for our events. Sorry. I would love to be able to do that, but at this point, we only include those on my team for our events. There are other events though. There are other demonstrators on my team who do sometimes monthly, sometimes quarterly events. And I can put you in touch with them if you would like to join their events that are open to everyone, customers, all demonstrators. Message me privately, Carol, and I'll put you in touch with them. And then you can participate in their events. But the ones that I partner with my team are just for our Love to Stamp group. But thank you for asking. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions? Thank you for helping me with the vote, by the way. I appreciate that. It kind of confirms what I was thinking and the poll that I did with our team to go ahead and feature the ladybugs and make hedgehogs be an alternate. So I'm glad that I asked you, and thank you for voting and letting me know. I appreciate it. So again, if you tuned in late, all of the projects from today are going to be on pattystamps.com tomorrow, which is December 4th. So this is live December 3rd, and I will have those on my blog December 4th, so you can see all of those as well as the replay. Thank you, Kathy. Have a wonderful holiday season as well. I will be back next week with another crafting video for you, and then for a couple of weeks, but then Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, I won't be on here live. I'm just going to try to spend some time with my family. Missy is asking, how do I store my ribbon? I don't know. Hang on. I think you can see it. Oh, no, you can't. So these drawers right here, like this drawer has all of my ink refills. Below that is my drawer with all of my ribbon. And so I just have them stacked is not the right word. Lined up, I think, is the right word. Like this. So they're all lined up like this, and I have them in rainbow order in that drawer. And I just always have current Stampin' Up! Ribbon in there. And like I was saying with the clip, I have them all just clipped like that. So that's how I store it. And those drawers, by the way, are from the Container Store. It's called Elfa, E-L-F-A. And they are just great, really sturdy. I've had those for like 15 years, and there's no wear and tear on them. I love them. And they're mesh. Can you see that they're kind of mesh on the front? And I like that because I can see into the drawer. I used to, when we first moved in here like 20-something years ago, have wood cabinetry over there, and I would never look in there. I like it when it's closed and it's covered, I don't look in there. And then I forget I have things. So, I mean, you can see I have all my stuff out, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, too much clutter, right? But for me, it works because I need to be able to see my products and I need to be able to use them. And so if they're out or they're in a clear container or the mesh like that, then I can see it and I use it. So that's what works for me. You're welcome, Missy. So glad that you asked. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Have fun crafting and decorating. We're putting up our tree tomorrow, a little bit later than we had hoped, but at least it's getting up. And I will see you all next week with a crafting project, and we will have some fun. So check it out on my blog tomorrow for all of these projects, and leave me a comment on my blog tomorrow and let me know how you like everything. Okay. See you later. Bye.